Hello, this is Lee Thomas, and you're watching Road Car Review. And today we're going to be looking at the Hyundai Santa Fe. The fit and finish of this car is really nice, especially for the amount of the cost on it. It drives very smooth. The steering is somewhat, well, it's firm, which is really good because at high speeds, depending on, I'm not talking high speeds, but when you're looking at driving on like these windy roads or anything like that, you want a firm steering wheel. Now you kind of look at the steering wheel here, and there are some amenities that all of the buttons are to the touch. One thing I think is kind of cool on this is if you push this one button right here. Hello?
No connected phone. Please connect your phone to use the system.
It's actually a very polite phone system. Now I need to read up a little bit on this just a tad more because I do think that it is Bluetooth enabled. And if that's the case, I'd really like to test that out. I've tested it out in a number of other cars, and it sounds really good, but for the person on the other end, it's not very good. One of the things that I really like on some of these newer models is the satellite built-in XN, or whether it's Cirrus satellite. Those are just real nice features. If you look down a little further, there's actually an iPod, USB, and auxiliary ports down there, along with two power supplies, which are really nice. Other than that, it looks like all the amenities are here on around the steering wheel. We've got the lights and mist and those pieces. You do have your onboard computer. You can kind of look at that a little bit further. That provides, and I've got to look at what this Econ on is, but your trip, your range, your miles per gallon, which currently right now at 22.5, average speed and temperature. So it's got all the amenities that you would find in a lot of other luxury cars. I like can you see the fit and finish on that side? You've broken up a number of different colors, with this kind of this brushed stainless, the wood, although I guess it's wood. I'm not sure whether it's plastic. I have to take a look at that a little bit better. But it does have airbags. If you look up here, there's a couple sunglass holders for his and hers, which it always seems like there's only one. But very nice amenities. I'm pretty impressed with the vehicle. I'm impressed with the way that it drives. It has two cup holders, a little shoulder piece here where you can armrest. Just all in all, a very clean car. Now, it does only have 2,785 miles on it, so I would really like to see some of these cars once they got a few more miles to see if they still sounded as well as they look right now or here. It does have nice little pickup. You don't necessarily feel it on the American market cars, but you do on these foreign cars. What they seem to do is when you engage into cruise control, set the cruise control, and then if you're going up a hill, what kind of happens on an American car is it just goes up the hill. But on a foreign, and I'm talking like Lexus, I'm not sure about this Hyundai, but Kias, but anything from a foreign standpoint, they seem to drop down in a gear and almost set you back in your seat, which, I'm not quite sure if you really need that. It I'm going to do a little testing of the cruise control. Right now we're cruising at about 65 miles an hour, and we're going up a little hill here, and maybe be able to hear if it changes. It's dipping. Cruise control pushes it up a little bit, and that right there seemed to be okay. The kickdown wasn't bad. It's fairly smooth. Did what it needed to do to get up the hill. All in all, that was a pretty comfortable transition. One of the features that I like on an American car that you don't see on foreign cars is when you put on the windshield wipers to clean it off, what'll kind of happen is it'll get so far and then it'll stop. The American cars have that one little extra sweep that's probably about 15 seconds after it's finished. It always seems to make it just a little bit clearer, although this one here seemed to work really well. I'm going to do my best to always show the engine in these cars, and really there's a lot of room in here that you can do whatever you want with. Looks like this is a 4-cylinder, but it has a lot of power. I guess it's really not a big vehicle, so it really doesn't take that much to push it, but seems to be a nice little piece. We're good 300 miles into the journey, and this is a really solid vehicle. I don't get a lot of, well, we do get a lot of road noises, you can hear that, but not a lot of vibration, which, you don't expect. There's about 2,950 miles on the car, so you hope there wouldn't be that much, but, of course there is some, but pretty solid. Well, we're really at the end of our little journey. We've got about 3,163 miles. Got maybe about 6 more miles to go until it's all finished. But the car, all in all, I really enjoyed it. It has a lot of the fit and finishes of maybe a luxury car, maybe not all the way up to the top of that, but well worth looking at. I think the only other thing that I would look at is maybe what the 6-cylinder would do if they make a 6-cylinder in this. I did try to pass somebody yesterday, and it was almost as though it was just kind of winding and spinning there, and I really know it's just really because of the 4-cylinder. All in all, I would at least look at the car. I'm not going to try to give a rating because I don't know what the perfect car is, but I really, this was a nice car to drive. Definitely need to take a look at it. From all of us at, and that's just me, at Road Car Review, look for the next one.